Good evening. This is Pulse News. With myself, Thomas McHugh, Susana Jimenez, and Heath Felix. The top story of the day is whaling. Before we begin, don't forget to monitor your vitals, because this story is a hot topic in environmental science. Now, let's check in with Susana with the lead story.
Hello viewers, this is Susana Jimenez covering the headlining news regarding whaling. Whaling is the business of hunting and killing whales for their oil, meat, and whale bones. The industry of whaling has been occurring since the 11th century. Because of the large amounts of whales being hunted for long periods of time without restrictions, the population levels have dropped tremendously. Whales are renewable resources, but with our depletion of their population, we can make them extinct. Luckily, nations throughout the world have realized the serious problem this has created. International laws have been put into place to limit the whales being hunted. Next, we have Dr. Heath Felix telling us more about whales and the steps taken to conserve them. Welcome to the Pulse, Mr. Felix.
Thank you for having me, Susana.
Well, to begin, what exactly is it that makes whales so special?
Okay, so whales are part of a group of smooth-bodied aquatic mammals called cetaceans. Cetaceans all breathe air through blowholes located on their backs, and this is so that they don't have to raise their heads completely out of the water to breathe. Most are carnivorous, meaning that they eat stuff like fish, shrimp, krill, seals, things like that. They're also known for being highly intelligent, being able to be trained by humans to do flips and tricks, the kind of thing that you see at SeaWorld. They're also what you call K-choice reproducers, meaning that they have very few offspring, but those few offspring often get raised into adulthood.
So tell us about whale migration. What is it? Why do they do it? And how has that affected the whaling industry?
That's a great question, Susana. Basically, whales migrate from cold polar feeding grounds to warm tropical breeding grounds. This is so that they have a lot to eat in the feeding grounds when it's cold, and the tropical breeding grounds are a comfortable environment to mate in, and it's warm for the babies to be born into, because they have a very thin layer of blubber to start with, but after they are raised in the tropicals, they go and they're able to live in the colder Arctic area.
So why is it that so many species of whales are endangered now?
This is because whales have been so overhunted over the last 200 years that their populations haven't had a large amount of time to rebound. And so we've tried to help them rebound by creating the International Whaling Commission, and the commission has placed a ban on whaling altogether. However, it was edited in 1992 to allow for scientific whaling, which is what's causing all the conflict with Japan's scientific research today.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Felix.
Thank you for having me, Susana.
As you guys viewed this headlining report on whales, the practice of whaling is an ancient one. It has brought many troubles and consequences to the population levels of whales. Even with laws protecting the whales, Japan continues to be a corrupt country abusing the laws. They invade the whale sanctuaries and follow their migration routes. Great effort has been put forth on an international level, but is this enough? Will they flourish once again? Only time will tell. Now to wrap up this special edition, we have Thomas McHugh with a few whale facts.